We're doing this thing. We did it during the show for about an hour and didn't get through the whole list. We are planning on doing a bracket situation to find the worst clips of Barack Obama. So let's go through them now, and then over the next few weeks, we'll lock it. We'll go through the entire range of clips and hopefully pick one that is the champion of them all. And we'll have you voting on the feed for these. But for now, we're just going to go through them and listen to them together.
Mm-hmm. And here is where we left off. We've already played, I think, 31 or 32 of these. And we had gotten to this super classic.
We cannot continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
Okay. Do we have that yet? I don't think we've put that together quite yet.
I know the Black Panther's working on the same thing.
Okay, they are. That, but... Yes, they are. Now, during the healthcare debate, you might remember that he was not about single-payer healthcare.
I have not said that I was a single-payer supporter.
He has not said that.
I happen to be a proponent of a single-payer universal healthcare plan.
Wait, you just said that.
And that's what Jim's talking about when he says everybody in, nobody out. A single-payer healthcare plan.
Oh, and you just
plan.
said it again. So what do you mean? The guy's just a flat-out liar.
That's just a
liar.
Flat-out lie.
Yes. Here's the bankrupt coal thing.
So if somebody wants to build a coal-powered plant, they can.
They can.
It's just that it will bankrupt them because they're going to be charged a huge sum for all that greenhouse gas that's being emitted.
It's just pretty amazing.
Imagine a president literally running on the fact that he's going to bankrupt an industry. That is just
crazy.
Think about that. Has that ever happened?
Not to my knowledge.
Like even I'm trying to think of what what's a thing Republicans don't like. What's a business? Trying to think of the. I mean, they tend to like our economy, so I don't know. You know what? I guess that has happened. We're going to put the IRS out of business.
Yeah, but that's not a private industry.
No, but they say people would say, well, the tax attorneys, accountants wouldn't have the jobs. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's an equivalent.
So maybe you run on, I'm going to put tax attorneys out of work.
And of course, they would never say they wouldn't say that. I mean, it's an odd way to put it.
It's also an odd way to say, I'm going to make your electricity bills skyrocket.
Under my plan of a cap and trade system, electricity rates would necessarily skyrocket.
Okay, here he's telling you, I've got this plan. You're going to love it. Please elect me. You're going to love this. Because under my plan, your price will skyrocket. Your bills that you pay every month, you're going to love that. They will skyrocket, necessarily.
Yeah, that one is, to me,
how'd that happen?
One of the most amazing ones. He should have never been able to be elected after that.
Never.
Quickly, Pat, though, as you're playing some of these back, one thing pops into my mind, which is, well, a lot of these good moments came from Barack Obama trying to prove himself to the left. Barack Obama, he's talking to, let's just, throwing out names we know, MoveOn.org. And MoveOn.org asks the question, wait a minute, you look too conservative on this issue. And he says, no, wait a minute, I will bankrupt the coal industry, I promise. And a lot of that happened in 2008 because he was trying to win. He was trying to beat Hillary Clinton. That's not going to happen this time. He's not going to put himself in the position where he's going to have a tough interviewer from the left. That's not going to happen.
Nope.
So it's all about him making mistakes in speeches now, which, of course, is a lot more difficult to catch him in. That's why You Can't Build That is so amazing.
Yeah, and every once in a while in his speech, he'll give you a glimpse of who he really is. Like when he was talking about McCain and Palin being against raising taxes.
It's not because I have anything against the rich. I love rich people. I want all of you to be rich.
Sure.
Go for it. That's the American dream. That's the American way. That's terrific. The point is, though, that, and it's not just charity. It's not just that I want to help the middle class and working people who are trying to get into the middle class. John McCain and Sarah Palin, they call this socialistic. I don't know when they decided that they wanted to make a virtue out of selfishness.
That is just that makes my eyes bleed. That is one of those things that makes it so hard to listen to this guy, so hard to look at him. I can't take it. there's so much there, too, because when you go over this piece by
It's
piece.
not because I have anything against the rich. I love rich people.
No, you don't.
I want all of you to be rich.
No, you don't.
Go for it. That's the American dream. That's the American way. That's terrific.
No, it's not. You don't
The
believe
point is, though,
Here's
that,
the point, though.
and it's not just charity. It's not just that I want to help the middle class and working people who are trying to get into the middle class.
Okay, he's already miscast it. You're not talking about charity. That's not even what you're talking about.
Right.
The U.S. government is not in the business of charity. They don't do charity. You take money from other people and you give it to those who are not working or, in some cases desperately need the money. But that's not yours. Charity is when you give something of yourself. You're not doing that. You're giving something of mine that you've taken from me and you just decided to reallocate it. That is not charity. So you've misdefined the word to begin with.
John McCain and Sarah Palin, they call this socialistic.
And it is.
I don't know when they decided that they wanted to make a virtue out of selfishness.
Okay, so all of a sudden, if you don't want to pay higher taxes, you're selfish.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to take my money. I want to keep more of it so I can do what I want with it. And part of that, I guarantee you, will be giving to others. Part of that will be charitable work. That's not selfishness. That is charity. That's the very definition of it. And you're calling those people selfish because it's not the way you want to do it. I can't take it.
And quick side note on that one. While I don't agree with every word in it, there is a book called The Virtue of Selfishness, which is written by Ayn Rand. And you might learn a lot of good things in there. There's a lot of things you might not agree with as well, but there's certainly a heck of a lot of really interesting thought in that book. And it's I just love how ballsy the title is.
Yeah.
The
it's a great
Virtue
title.
of Selfishness.
Well, she didn't care.
She didn't care.
Did not care. She had no goal of gaining power.
No.
She just wanted
Just a philosophy.
Yeah.